Hey guys, what's up? MadSeason here, back with another Tannin Jungle video. Not long ago I found a really good way to farm Apexis crystals. There's this area in Tannin Jungle called the Iron Front. You probably already know it because there's a few dailies here. When I was looking for a group for this area, I saw a 40-man raid dedicated to farming Apexis crystals. I decided to check it out for a while, and it's actually really good for those of you trying to gear up with those Baleful tokens. The mobs in this area respawn really quickly for some reason, so these 40-man groups just basically kill these mobs over and over again to farm the Apexis crystals they drop. If you want some stats, I stayed in group for about an hour and ended up with 8,000 Apexis crystals, 5 eye level 650 Baleful tokens, 23 primal spirits, about 140 gold worth of greens and vendor trash, and 1 epic upgrade token. I think I got pretty lucky with the epic token. I wouldn't really count on getting them on a regular basis because the drop rate is extremely low. Also, it's worth noting that a ton of those profession skill up items drop too. I'm not sure what every profession gets, but for tailors it's the weathered bedroll, and for jewel crafters it's the crumbling statue. You'll only see these drop if your skill is below 600 for that profession though. It's not really a big deal, but I thought it was worth mentioning. I was farming on an alt and I got around 20 of each of these for each profession in the span of an hour, which results in about 100 skill points for each profession. Also keep in mind that this isn't during the Apexis bonus weekend. If it was during the Apexis weekend, you should be getting around 24,000 crystals per hour, since the crystal drops from enemies is increased by 200% during that weekend. The next time the weekend pops up, I'll try to farm this for an hour again, and I'll add an annotation here telling you what I got. Also, it's worth noting that this spot is really close to Terrafist too, so make sure you check your map every now and then to see if he spawns. In my 1 hour run, he spawned once, and I picked up a Medallion of the Legion, which currently sells for around 6,000 gold on my server. Before you do this, make sure you complete the weekly Saberon quest. That's the quest where you use the 3 totems to summon the bosses in Fangrilla. The reason you want to do this is because it gives you a buff called the King of the Jungle that increases the amount of Apexis crystals you loot from enemies in Tannin Jungle for 1 week. Also, you should pick up a looterang as well. Because there's so many enemies being killed, it's really hard to loot every body before they disappear. You see me using it here, and what the looterang does is when you use it, it'll loot the nearest enemy near you. You don't even need to target anything. It has a 3-second cooldown, so basically you're just going to run around in circles hitting the looterang every few seconds. It's just a nice little different way to farm Apexis crystals if you're bored of doing dailies or if you already did them all for that day. If you're like me, sometimes I think it's just fun to do something grindy every now and then just for a change of pace. That's all I have to say about that. I hope you found this video useful, and if you liked it, please consider checking out the rest of my channel where you can find World of Warcraft tutorials, guides, showcases, how-tos, and more. I have a lot of stuff I've been working on here, and I'd love to share it with you and get your input on it. If not, that's cool too. Regardless, as always, thanks for watching, good luck, and peace!